Well, hello. I am Coach D. I am Desmond, Coach Desmond. I am helping those that are busy corporate women get engaged. I also am a person that helps those that are in relationship have relationship problems. I am a Christian dating and relationship coach, helping change your relationship status and creating healthy relationships is what I do. So glad that you can join us tonight. I have something that I want to share with you guys tonight that I think would be very helpful to you. Also, if you have not liked my YouTube page, please like my YouTube page, like this, and then also subscribe to this. For you that are on Facebook, also, for those, please share this. And today I'm going to share this with you tonight. For you that are single, many of you are going through something, and due to you being in a relationship, many times when you're in a relationship, you got to understand that when it is over, you have some baggage, you have some things that you're going through, some emotions that you don't really want to deal with, and so I want to real quickly help you deal with. It's over now. Okay, the relationship is over now. How to let them and how to let this relationship go and move into a positive, constructive way. Because even though the relationship is over, your life still has to go on. And sometimes the emotions are so, you can get so low, you can get so down, you can get into depression. Sometimes you don't want to eat or anything like that. Sometimes, unfortunately, people commit even suicide because of a relationship's end. But today I don't want you to do any of those things. I don't want you to stop eating. I don't want you to think about horribly committing suicide or anything like that. I want you to just begin to breathe. I want you to begin to know that there is still another relationship, another person that can come and love you, another person that can come and actually make you forget of that you were ever even in a relationship, or that it had to end. Some relationships are good, some to end. Some relationships, I understand that you want them to go forever, but they don't. So let me just share with you today about that, because I know that you're wanting some relief, and I'm just wanting to help you. And so I got a few tips that I want to talk about. It's over and how to let it go. Okay, the relationship is over. How to let them go. How to let it go. Again, I'm helping those that are singles. Helping you get over the relationship that you just got out of. Also, I am helping those that are desiring to go on to the next level. So what I begin to do, let me just share this. What I begin to do is I begin to find out there are so many people that are wanting a relationship but haven't gotten over the last relationship. And so what I begin to do, I begin to help you heal properly so that you can be ready for the next relationship. It's so important that you get the last relationship out of your system, out of your mind. Stop thinking about them, stop thinking about that, and then move on to the next relationship. Don't get into the next relationship still thinking about the person that you just left. That is the most horrible thing, and we'll talk about that. So the first thing that you want to do, you want to stop thinking about it. Okay? You want to stop thinking about them. Stop thinking about the person that you are. If you keep constantly thinking about the person that you just broke up with, that's going to even cause you more pain. And here is how it works. You don't even think about the bad times or how they didn't treat you right, or the reason why it really broke up. You don't really think about that. You think about the great times. You think about the times that they were always there for you or always helping you, but you don't think about the bad time. So right now the relationship is over. So the first thing that you must got to begin to do is stop thinking about them. That's not going to do anything but cause more pain. Thinking about them, missing them. Okay. So you may have been in this for a little while. And if you've been separated from them, I'm going to give you 2 days, okay? 2 or 3 days just to think about them and get it out of your system. But now it's time to move on, okay? So stop thinking about them. And then also, number 2, stop thinking, talking about them. So you stop thinking about them, and then you stop talking about them. Stop thinking about them. Stop talking about them. Okay? Because the more you talk about them, now you can talk about them in a constructive way where you're getting it out of your system. The reason why but if you keep rehashing, you keep going over these same things over and over again, all you're doing is causing yourself pain. But go ahead and find somebody to constructively talk about them in that way. Okay, talk about them in that way, and that how they treated you and all these good things that you went through and all this. That's fine. But I'm talking about them to your friends, and you're crying, and you can continue to cry, and you just keep talking about them. You keep thinking about what they have done and talking about how they've done you and all this. You got to let that go. And that's what we're talking about, letting them go, letting them go. So the first way, again, is stop thinking about them. Number 2 is that you got to stop talking about them. Okay. Number 3, this is what I want you to do. I want you to start confessing. Go ahead and confess. This relationship is over. Okay. You got to start telling yourself this relationship is over. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to move on to something better. But right now I'm going to get myself together. The relationship is over. So start confessing that the relationship, you need to tell yourself that the relationship is over, because your mind is going to say it can still happen. They're going to come back. Okay. Now you may want to reconcile with the person that you just broke up with, but maybe not. But why don't you just go ahead and accept the fact that they may not come back? Okay. Think about this. You may want them back now, but is it better for you? Is it the best thing for you? You don't know. So go ahead and start confessing that the relationship is over. If you just do what I'm teaching you tonight and helping you with, sometimes you just need to go ahead and heal from the breakup, and then it's going to cause you to have a sound mind where you can begin to think about, do I even want them back? I want you to think about that. Do I even want the relationship back? Okay. I think I do, but let me heal from this breakup. Okay. So first of all, we're going to do what? We're going to stop thinking about them. Number 2, we're going to stop talking about them. Number 3 is that we're going to start confessing it is over. Okay. Now, number 4 is very important. I want you to replace them. I want you to replace the person with somebody. Replace them with something. Okay. By doing something else. Replace the person that you just broke up from. Replace them with doing something else. And I'm going to ask you the question. What could you do to replace them? Okay. What could you do to replace them? Maybe you can start working out at the gym. Maybe you can start, and now this is what I don't advise. I don't advise that you replace them with another person. That's the worst thing, because you are hurting. You're needing healing, and you jumping into another relationship is not going to solve it. It's going to in fact, it may make it worse, and I don't have time to deal with that tonight. So you want to replace them. So what could you do? Do you sew? You could take up a hobby. You could begin to do certain things. So what is it that you can do to replace them? Okay. And then number 5 is that you want to start assessing the relationship. What did you learn? What did you learn from this relationship? What would you not do again? Okay. You did this for them, and you did this and this and this, and they did this for you. What would you do differently? Okay. 3rd question. What about the regrets? Is there any regrets that you have? If you have some regrets, what are the regrets that you have? Okay. What could you do differently about those regrets? Okay. Let me say that again. What regrets do you have? Do you have any regrets? If you have any regrets about the relationship, then what are those regrets? Okay. And then once you begin to think about those regrets, okay, I see all y'all on here. That's good. So hopefully I'm helping you. So with those regrets, I want you to think about this. What could you do differently the next time? See, the reason why you have regrets is because you knew not to do something, but now you're regretting you did it. So what could you do differently with these regrets? What are we talking about tonight? We're talking about letting go of that relationship that you're in and letting them go so that you can become healed and move on with your life. Okay. So what are some of the regrets? Start asking yourself, what are the regrets? What we're doing, we're assessing, we're starting to assess the relationship that you just got out of. You want to learn from the relationship that you just got out of. Okay? Answer this question. And I know you have to go back and look at the replay of this, but it's fine. What are and what are you going to do differently to avoid feeling like this again? What are you going to do differently than to avoid the way that you feel? Okay? I want you to think about that. You're feeling a certain way, but what are you going to do differently next time so that you don't feel like this? The worst thing to do is come out of a relationship feeling regret. So what are you going to do differently the next time so that you don't feel this was it? What are we talking about tonight? We're talking about how to let go of the bad relationship, how to let go of the terrible relationship that you just got out of. I'm almost finished. So number one, the first thing how to let it go is that you got to stop thinking about them. Okay. You got to stop talking about them. You got to start confessing that it's over. Start accepting that. Okay. Then you replace them by doing something. Now I want you to find something that you can replace them with. Okay. Number 4 is that you start, number 5 is that you start assessing. Start assessing. I want you to start assessing the relationship. What could you do differently? What did you learn from the relationship? Okay. And then, is there any regret? Do you have any regrets? If yes, you do have regrets. What are those regrets? What would you do differently so that you don't feel this way? Okay. Those are the questions that you begin to ask yourself and start assessing. So I'm not going to be on here long, but I want to give you that real quickly. So now you can begin to move on. You may need help moving on. I'm here to help you. All you have to do is hit the link. My scheduler is and we can schedule a complimentary session, and then we can begin to assess your situation so that we can help you get over this. I not only help people get into a relationship, but I also help them heal from relationships. Okay, so if you need any help healing from a relationship, you can reach out to me, and I'll be willing to help you get over this relationship, begin to heal, take you through that process of healing. If you're desiring to get in a relationship, you can also hit me up, and then we can compensate. If you're in a relationship and you're wanting your relationship to go to the next level, or it's in a toxic state, let's see what we can do to get it out of the toxic state that it's in. I'm just here to help you. Again, I am Coach D. Have a great day. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, leave a comment below and let me know that it helped you. Again, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my page, and then also